All right, friends, here are our notes for this evening. Last night we talked about estimating. We talked about it also in class today. So I want to go over that again. And I want to work through how we add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators and adding, subtracting mixed numbers. So the first thing we need to do is we need to unlock the problem. Denise mixed 1 4/5 ounces of blue paint and 2 1/10 ounces of red paint. How many ounces of paint did Denise mix? So the first step I need to take is I need to estimate. And if I put a number line down here, I have to decide, is my fraction closer to 0, 1/2, or 1? So if I look at 1 4/5, 1 4/5 is closer to 1/2, so we're going to round up. So that would become 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2. And then if I look at 2 1/10, I know 2 1/10. 1/10 is closer to 0, so I'm going to round down, and that's going to be 2. And I'm going to add the 2 together, and I'm going to get 4 ounces. So let's check and see how we do with that. So the next thing we're going to do, next step, step 2, we're going to find a lowest common denominator and make equivalent fractions. So 1 4/5, I'm going to go ahead and figure out what are my common factors. So let's see, I have 5, 10, and then I have 10. Oh, 10. So this becomes 1, and I have 10 here. So 5 times 2 is 10, 4 times 2 is 8. So 1 8/10 plus 2 1/10. And I add them together. So now I'm going to add or subtract the fractions. Then I'm going to add or subtract the whole numbers. So I'm going to do the fractions first, then the whole numbers. So 1 8/10 plus 2 1/10. So I add the whole fractions first. 8 plus 1 is 9, so I have 9/10, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So Denise mixed 3 9/10 ounces of paint. Now I can look and see that 3 9/10 is really close to 4. So we did a really good job with our estimating. All right, so now we're going to practice, and I want you to practice using the estimates. I want you to practice. I want you to stop the video. I want you to attempt it. Then I want you to turn the video back on and check your work. Tara bought 4 5/6 gallons of gas for the week. At the end of the week, she had 2 3/4 gallons of gas. How many gallons of gas did Tara use? So I'm going to look at 4 5/6. 5/6 is almost 6. I mean, it's almost 1 whole. So I'm going to estimate that as 5. And 2 3/4. This is almost, that's 3/4. So that's closer to 3. So overall, and I'm subtracting here, I should have about 2 gallons of gas left. Now what I need to do is I need to find my lowest common denominator for 6 and 4. So 6 and 4. So I have 6, 12, and then I know 4, 8, 12. So my least common denominator is going to be 12. So I have 4 and something 12ths and 2 and something 12ths. And I know that 6 times 2 is 12, so 5 times 2 is going to be 10. And 4 times 3 is 12, so 3 times 3 is 9. And again, I'm subtracting. I subtract my fractions first, then my whole numbers. So if I subtract my fractions first, I have 10 minus 9, which is 1/12, and 4 minus 2, which is 2. So Tara used 2 1/12 gallons of gas last week. All right, Bradley rode his bike 7 2/5 miles on Friday. On Saturday, he rode 4 3/4 miles. How far did Bradley ride on both days? Well, 7 2/5, if I'm looking, and I'm just going to look down here, I'm going to think about what this looks like. If I have 0, I have 1/2, and I have 1. So this would be 5/5. And if you think about it, half of 5/5 is going to be between 2 and 3, isn't it? So we're going to go ahead and round this to 7 1/2. And 4 3/4 is going to go to 5. So I should have, because I am adding, how far did he ride on both days? He should have about 12, he should ride about 12.5 miles. Now I need to find my least common denominator for 5 and 4. And I have 5 and I have 4. I have 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I have 4. I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So my least common denominator for these two is going to be 20. So I have 7 and something 20ths and 4 and something 20ths. So I can add them together. I know 5 times 4 is 20, so 4 times 2 is 8, because what I do to the numerator, I do to the denominator. 4 times 5 is 20, so 5 times 3 is 15. And 8 and 15, gee, what could that be? That's 23 20ths. And then I have 11. Wait a minute, I can't do that. So what do? I have to make this number into an improper fraction. I've got to take the whole out. Well, if I take 20 20ths out, and that's a whole, my 11 becomes 12, and I have 3 left over. So Bradley rode his bike 12 and 3/20ths of a mile on both days. Our final problem. This one I want you to work. I want you to write it all out. Again, then I want you to turn the video back on and check your answer. All right. Andrew worked 4 7/12 hours last weekend. This weekend he will work 5 1/4 hours less than he did last weekend. How many hours will Andrew work this weekend? So I know that he worked, I'm going to do my estimate, 14 7/12 and 5 1/4, and I'm subtracting them. And 14 7/12 is really close. 6/12 is a half. So I'm going to say 14 1/2 minus, and I have 5 1/4, and I'm going to just take that down to 5 because that's closer to 5. So my answer is going to be, when I subtract this, 1/2, it's going to be 9 1/2 hours. Okay? So let's take a look and see how we did. So now I need to find my least common denominator for 14 7/12 and 5 1/4. So I have 12. So I have 12, 24, and I have 4. So I have 4, 8, 12. So my least common denominator is going to be 12. So I have 14 7/12 minus 5 3/12. Because 3 times 4 is 12, so 3 times 3 is, 3 times 1 is 3, not 3 times 3 is 3. So let's subtract. 7 minus 3 is 4/12. 14 minus 5 is 9. So I have 19 4/12. Okay? So I have 19 4/12. So if I can't keep 4/12 because that's not simplified. So I'm going to take it in 9, and I know 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 12 3 times. So Andrew will work 9 1/3 hours this weekend. How did we do compared to our estimate? Great job, guys. See you on Monday.